Well, hi, everybody. Okay, so looks like I was in some kind of quantum space when I was doing recording, and now I'm going to add Lauren Rose, Linda C, Linda F, Liz, and Lynn. And because you guys, the recording that went into the ethers, I'm going to add some images to yours. Okay, so, Lauren, looking at your natal astrology wheel and the stars that are connected to support you with star family, we'll go around the wheel. Yes, we see Shapley attractor, the galactic center, but you've got Etamine, the eye of the dragon, Draco constellation, way up at the North Pole area, working with your vertex and probably in orb to your Jupiter, how you expand. So if you go back and listen to the other recordings, you'll hear me talk about Etamine and then Vega, Fomalhaut, Archangel Gabriel with the Christ energy working in your seventh house of relationship, the highly spiritual love in your seventh house of relationship. Let's see, we've got Achernar. What I wanted to talk about is Hyadum 1 and 2, which are two stars in the supercluster called the Hyades. And the Hyades are located in the constellation of Taurus. So, see up here, it's in your 10th house of you out in the world in the beautiful sign of Libra. Excuse me, Gemini. It's early. Okay, so you've got Hyadum 1 and Hyadum 2 in beautiful Gemini out in the world. Now, this picture here is of the Hyades sisters. They're half siblings to the Pleiades. So the Pleiades or Pleiadians are another supercluster in the Taurus constellation. All right. So oftentimes the marker for a highly creative person, and then this is in your 10th house out in the world, wanting to share, that's Gemini's gift, but needing the other to talk with and bounce ideas off of. The Hyades are sisters who the North American Indians would actually do rain dances to this star cluster. The story goes that the sisters had a brother, and when he died, they just cried and cried. That brought rain to earth. So the Native American Indians rain dance was really targeted, some say in mythology, towards this supercluster, the Hyades. And so you have a marker for the Hyadum 1 and 2 in your 10th house out in the world. See what happens when I had to come back and do some more videos. I put pictures in. In addition, in the 11th house, Lauren, of how you work with your networks and the 11th house of you carrying the dream into the future, you do have the beautiful North Star, Polaris. It is the guiding light to support navigation. So you can look at that as a metaphor. And I know you collected so many of us into a beautiful summit last year. And so it makes sense that this guiding light for humanity would be showing up, Polaris, in your 11th house. Okay. So I hope that helps you get started. You've got Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse and Procyon. So if you keep listening, there's another person within the L's that I'll be talking about Betelgeuse. Linda C., you get this beautiful image of the Andromeda galaxy because your natal chart has your beautiful sun at 26 degrees of Aries and your ascendant at 24 degrees of Aries. And here comes the Andromeda vertex. It's just beautiful. If you go back and listen to all of the recordings, A through Z, you'll learn a little bit more about these galactic points and stars. This is the mother galaxy, located just for a point of reference in Andromeda Galaxy, but it's a whole separate galaxy beyond, light years beyond. It's not really in our area. Okay, so Linda, you've got the Andromeda Galaxy. You have Etamin, the Eye of the Dragon, Draco, Vega, Sheliak, and the Lyra Ring Nebula. So Lyra plays a role of you out in the world, 10th house, working with your Saturn. Fomalhaut, Markab, and Shiat. So I'm just helping guide you guys just to spark you and get you going on making your star Merkabas to support you in the new year. I know you're going to want to know more, and I'm going to leave that up to you to do some research and allowing that introduction of the stars in your natal chart to basically reveal themselves to you. It's not always in data, it can be an experience. Next, we have Linda F. And Linda, to get you started with your beautiful rising sign in Virgo, we can see that you have Beta Centauri Hadar working with your North Node, super cosmic points. Here's Pegasus of the star Shiat, holding the age of Pegasus in your house of relationships. Capulus, Hyadum 1. We just talked about LaurenRose working with Hyadum, a marker for the creative and a marker for rain. So the tears alchemically taking sorrow and basically bringing rain to grow. So it's that alchemy of taking sorrow and shifting it somehow into beauty, right? Some of the best artwork is born in the depths and the darkness of the soul, feeling things and then bringing it out poetically. You've got Capella, Mintaka, Orion Nebula, Alnilam, and Mesa. So you've got Orion right up there working with your midheaven. And this is why I put the Orion constellation here. We've got the belt stars. So when you start learning about the belt stars, Al-Nalam is one of them. Typically, the belt star is a marker for success. So success out in the world. Sirius A, B, and C, Alphard, and Regulus. Hope that gets you started, Linda F. And now Liz. Hello there. Yes, your diagram, when there's a lot of stars at the bottom in Julia's program, it kind of turns it into 2 sheets of paper. So you've got the supergalactic center, Acrux, Alpha Centauri, the great attractor. Then at the top, you have Alpheratz, Tau Ceti, Shadir, the queen star. So this beautiful big whale is so that I would talk a little bit about Tau Ceti. We haven't seen this marker in too many of the charts, and if we have, I just forgot. So let me highlight. So this is working up at your midheaven. When I see this, and it looks like it's connected to your natal Lilith, 17 degrees of Aries. Tau Ceti, if my memory serves me correctly, this is one of the stars that is closest to Earth. It is in this, like, they called it the big sea monster, which today has been transformed. Instead of a sea monster, it's more like the great whale. And so this is a marker working with Lilith that says, I'm going to be able to feel into the collective. Like, if you have a sense of the pulse of humanity, it's not even the collective near you, it can be the broader collective. Tau Ceti being in the sea, the ocean, as a metaphor. And anytime you see water, it's a metaphor for feelings and emotions. So are you able to tune in and bring this gift of Tau Ceti out into the world? One who can connect to the subconscious think of Carl Jung. Okay, so there's your stars. Hope that gets you going. And now, Lynn, think, Lynn, you're the last one. Woohoo! Um, you also have Polaris and Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse in your star chart. So you can go back and look at LaurenRose. Here is Polaris, the beautiful North Star. It sits in the tail of the Little Bear constellation. So Ursa Minor constellation has Polaris. There's a Ursa Major, and oftentimes it's the Big and Little Dipper, as we might know them in the common vernacular. So you've got these two stars, Polaris, Betelgeuse, Procyon, the little dog star, Alphard, Regulus, Tubin, the tail of the dragon, um, Supergalactic, Antares. Let's get up here. And the reason I wanted to show Ain and Aldebaran, Ain is actually another star in the Hyades. Okay. So the Hyades stars supercluster, again, Hyadim 1 and 2, Ain is another star. And in your chart, Archangel Michael energy coming through the royal star Aldebaran is working with your natal Saturn. I guess I wanted to show you guys. Here's Orion constellation. And if you want to find out where Betelgeuse is or Betelgeuse, it's right there. It's the right shoulder of the giant Orion. And it portends success. So if you have the other shoulder, Bellatrix, that's usually success through shadow work. So here's the Bellatrix and here's Betelgeuse. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. That's a lot. Just wanted to get you guys up and going. And remember, you can add in any star that you want, any ascended master. But this is an opportunity to engage with perhaps star family that you don't already know. And so someone asked me, what if it's a trine or a sextile? Sure, guide yourself to whatever star wants to come forward. But I always like to start with conjunctions because it typically has the stronger energy available to you with merged family energy. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded so you guys can have it soon. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the 17th of February for our Zoom meeting. But also check out the Ascension Playground. I'm going to be posting especially for people who couldn't make it to the class, the how-to. So if you need to get stimulated, check out the YouTube channel. Also, I'm going to be coming and sharing examples of other people's star Merkabas. So if you want that information, just to see if you need a visual kickstart, I'll show you how other people have gone, and you can decide on your own how to create your own star Merkaba. Okay, see you guys later. And LaurenRose, thank you for the heads up. I forgot a couple of beautiful star wheels. Bye, everyone.